Hi everybody, today we're going to get into robotic affirming, and I really want to share with you guys my story on how it helped me heal from my state of grief that I was going through. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name's Marilise. I make videos on manifestation and the law of assumption, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, please like, share, and also meet me down in the comments of the video. So today is 3 years to the day that my mom has passed away, and she was my absolute best friend. And so this is going to be kind of a real and raw video, and I didn't have it scripted out or anything like that. So I'm also going to try to make it, I'm going to probably talk fast, because if not, it would be a really long video, and I'm going to try not to get emotional sharing it. So 3 years to the day, my mom passed away in the hospital from a pneumonia. She was my absolute best friend. And during that process, I was also fostering my sister's baby, because 2 months prior to that, my sister had been in a car accident and the baby had been taken away from her and placed into foster care. So I went ahead and became a foster care mom and obtained my niece out of foster care. And so I was caring for her. And then during this time, me and my mom had taken the baby to the urgent care because she was sick. And at that night, my mom got sick, and then 3 weeks later, she passed away from a pneumonia the day after Christmas. So my whole world was ripped from me. And my sister actually was in the hospital for a few weeks after her accident. We had found out that she was using at that time. And so by the time my mom had passed away in the hospital, she was recovering. She was supposed to be starting, like, drug and alcohol classes, things like that. So me and her went through the grief of my mom passing together. I had her child, she had 3 other kids, and we worked together to get through this stage. Well, 4 months after that, I was still caring for the child, and we found out that my sister had relapsed and that she was not going to be getting back the baby, and that I would be adopting her. And then shortly after that, my sister took her life. So I lost my mom. 4 months later, my sister takes her life. So after that, my dad's there, right? Me and him were never that close, but he's there to try to console me through this. And so we got back close, and then 6 months later, he dies on the surgery table. So within 10 months, I had lost my mom, my little sister, and my dad. These were like this is my whole family. I have one other sibling besides this, but that's it. So basically, I lost my entire fucking family in 10 months, and I was shattered. I was so shattered. My mom and me were so tight, and for her not to be there for me to, like, even just hug, or just for her, like, me to make a phone call to her, like, to her to console me through these times, was so hard. And it was so hard, and it was hard. I had to continue on after that and go through the CPS system and continue to adopt the baby, which was a 2-year process. But I was so broken. I cried every single day. I was going through so much grief and pain that I just didn't know what to do with myself. And I reached out. I tried to do some counseling. I was placed on heavy medication. I was diagnosed with heavy depression, heavy anxiety, and grief. And I was just suffering. I was really, really suffering. And then I just started to, I always loved to read, and I love to listen to audiobooks, and I love to listen to things on YouTube. And so I had, always known about the law of attraction, and I always listened to law of attraction videos and things like that prior to this. And so I started listening to some law of assumption videos, and I had a specific YouTuber that really loves Affirmations, Sammy, talk about robotic affirming. And she talked about like, there was like lucky girl syndrome, the 10K affirmation challenge. And so I started to like read about these robotic affirmations and how you can kind of rewire your brain. And I didn't even really know what I was doing. I just thought like I was suffering so bad that I was just willing to try anything at this time to get myself out of the hole. The point that it had come to was that I felt like if I didn't change what I was doing, I was gonna die. I had to make that choice whether I wanted to go on and be there living for the people that are left in my life, or if I just wanted to give up and die. And so I got to that point and I decided I was gonna keep going because that's just the natural spirit in me. I will never give up. And so I started robotic affirming. I gave myself an affirmation to use, and the affirmation I used was that I was whole because I had felt broken. I was whole, I was happy because I wasn't, I was miserable, and I was healed. And I just repetitively started telling myself that I was whole, happy, and healed. And every day I would walk over, we had this little gym in our apartment, or our, we lived in like this community. So I would walk over to the gym and walk on the treadmill, and I would repetitively tell myself for an hour over and over this again. And it wasn't too long that things just started to change inside of me. Like I started to be naturally drawn to like videos that helped me understand the afterlife, and I started to heal inside of me. I started to cry less. I started to feel better. I started to feel happy again. I started to smile. I was rewiring my brain, and I did this for a couple of months, and my entire state changed. I was able to be happy again. And so I drastically stand by robotic affirmations. Robotic affirmations work so well because what it does is it bypasses your conscious brain and goes right to your subconscious. And the repetition of telling yourself something over and over again, it's kind of like brainwashing yourself in a sense. And you can do it for anything. And you can use this to heal yourself from traumas, to get better at habits, just about anything. And I just want to let anybody out there know that if there's any type of healing, whether it's mentally or physically, I challenge you today to use robotic affirmations. Commit to doing it. Commit to doing 10,000 of them. Commit to doing them for 30 days and see how you feel. See what happens in your life. See what changes. I am still constantly every day using robotic affirmations. I do it to change my state at any moment in any time that I need to. And it works really well for me because I used to be able to visualize really good, but it's hard for me lately sometimes to visualize. And so to be able to affirm is just a matter of discipline. It's just a matter of doing it. The action, it's kind of like going to the gym is how I see it. If I do the repetitions, it's going to show me the progress eventually. And so I highly, highly encourage you, if you have not done a robotic affirmation, challenge yourself. Just do an affirmation. You don't even have to fucking believe what you're telling yourself, but just keep the repetition going over and over again and commit to it and see what happens. I wish you guys all the best. I hope you had the most Merry Christmas, and I wish you guys, sorry you guys, that's my cats. Scared me. I wish you guys all the best New Year. I have written all of the things that I am looking forward to accomplishing in 2025. And I just can't wait to continue on this journey with all of you. And I will see you guys on the next video.